An alarming series of events has unfolded recently in Bolivia, events that are not just isolated incidents but part of a larger, systematic attack on Hinduism, on indigenous rights and on the mission of Kailasa. These attacks aim to silence voices that stand for truth, justice and dharma. In just a few days, Kailasa's monks, dedicated to reviving authentic Hinduism, faced several shocking assaults. Male monks on one location were detained and attacked while on their way to buy groceries. And on another location, armed men raided the residence of female monks and volunteers, under which elderly women and children, without a warrant. Then a group of monks was illegally detained for about 24 hours while being denied water, food and legal assistance. And just a day later, the group of monks was unlawfully detained at La Paz airport and subjected to inhumane treatment. These attacks are not random. They are calculated moves to dismantle Kailasa's mission of preserving Hindu civilization and protecting indigenous rights. For years, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, has been a global advocate for Sanatana Hindu Dharma and for indigenous rights. Kailasa has united more than 125 indigenous nations into an intergovernmental organization, challenging centuries of exploitation by colonial powers. Why is Kailasa a target? Kailasa's efforts empower marginalized communities worldwide by reviving their spiritual heritage. Its advocacy for Hinduism challenges Hindumesia, a deeply rooted prejudice against Hindu culture that seeks to erase its contributions. Powerful anti-Hindu forces see Kailasa as a threat because it stands as a beacon of resilience against oppression. These forces use every tool at their disposal, media propaganda, legal harassment, physical intimidation, to dismantle this movement. These attacks follow a predictable pattern designed to delegitimize and dismantle empowering movements like Kailasa. The pattern involves demonization through media. Biased narratives portray Hindu leaders and organizations as illegitimate or dangerous. This creates a public justification for illegal actions against them. The pattern further involves coordinated physical attacks, simultaneous raids on multiple locations targeting male monks and female monasteries. These actions aim to instill fear and disrupt community life. Finally, the pattern involves erasure of evidence. Confiscating the passports and IDs ensures that victims cannot seek legal recourse, and the removal of license plates from vehicles and armed men who wear masks prevent accountability. The ultimate goal of this campaign is clear: to divide indigenous communities, silence Hindu voices globally, and dismantle efforts to revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma. We cannot remain silent while such blatant persecution unfolds. This is an attack on Sanatana Dharma and on all indigenous peoples striving for justice. What can you do? Raise awareness, share this video widely, use hashtags like Justice for Kailasa, Hindu Lives Matter, Protect Indigenous Rights, to amplify our voices. And demand accountability. Write to human rights organizations demanding investigations into these illegal practices, and hold the media accountable for doing proper fact-checking and hearing both sides of the story. And of course, you can join us. Become part of this historic mission to protect Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Stand with us in preserving Hindu heritage for future generations and standing up for indigenous rights. Kailasa will not back down. Together we can ensure that truth prevails over oppression. These attacks are not just assaults on individuals, they are assaults on humanity. They target values like freedom, justice, dignity that define us all. So let us rise as fearless warriors for Dharma. Let us protect Sanatana Hindu Dharma with unwavering courage. Together we can ensure that this sacred heritage thrives for generations to come.